Hello, folks, it's Tyson, and I am back with another learning tool to share with you. This one is a great resource for social studies, and it can be used for any grade depending on your student's level or their interests, but it is probably best suited to the later elementary years social studies. Grade 4 social studies has a section on Canada's North, the history of Manitoba and living in Manitoba. Grade 5, this is definitely applicable with First Peoples, colonization, and the fur trade. And grade 6 also continues with more Canadian history and how Canada was shaped as a country. So this is a really great tool for grades 4, 5, 6. But of course, as I said, depending on your students' interests and abilities, they may be ready to engage with this at a younger age or an older age as well. So there's never a wrong time to be learning about history and values and rights of Indigenous peoples, for sure. So this is from Historica Canada, which is a part of the Canadian Encyclopedia. And this is a teacher's guide. So it's got a bunch of different ideas and information that you can use with your students to walk them through activities and different history ideas, things like that. The link or the website is right here, education.historicacanada.ca/en/tools/493. And if we scroll down here, this gives you a bit of description of what this book is or how the tool works. And then further down the page, we see that you can look at these resources online or you can download them here. So let's download this main document, the Indigenous Perspectives Education Guide, and then let's see what we've got here. So it's 16 pages, not huge, which is always nice. And we've got some great art. We know who it's supported by here, table of contents. And you see here it's sort of broken into different eras. So we start with European contact, and then we go all the way to present day and working towards reconciliation. So, introduction to give you some context, some more information for you as the teacher, and then we can go down and see what we actually got here. So we've got terminology, always valuable to know what it is you're talking about. And then these are some fantastic online resources. So I mentioned that Historica is related to the Canadian Encyclopedia. And then we've got, of course, Arts and Stories Teachers Kit. This is a really another cool tool that you can use. And then Truth and Reconciliation connections there as well. The really cool thing is that this document is full of links that you can actually click on. So you can read through the information and then you see a lot of the time with the bold text, you can actually click on it and it's going to take you to that particular worksheet or resource that is used for that activity. So it's an activity here that we've got, and this is the key moments in Indigenous history timeline. So I can either click on this button or I can go back to the original website we were at and we can download that Indigenous Perspectives timeline. The great thing about this is that you can download it and look at it on the computer, or if you want to, you can actually print it out if you've got a printer. Of course, this is very small, but we can zoom in here so that we can see all of the details and read what we've got in here. There's our friend Louis Riel, and this is really extensive information, which is great because you can leave it a little bit more surface level for your younger learners, or you can really dive deep for those older learners who are ready to go deeper and understand more about those details. So let's keep on looking through here. We've got section 1 in this first area, and then an activity that goes along with it. And the really cool thing with this is that you've got, of course, a worksheet here that you can use with it, a bunch of different groups of people, and these are actually articles that you can read in the Canadian Encyclopedia. So let's check it out here. Arctic Indigenous peoples in Canada. That would be fantastic for the grade 4 section about Canada's North and history of Manitoba. So we've got an article here. Now, depending on your student's reading level, you may need to read this with them and help them through it, or they may be able to understand the information on their own. So we've got a lot of different detail here, these different sections, and then even some further reading where your students can find some more information. If you've got access to a library, or you may be able to find some of these online, and there are also some external website links too. So there are some very cool things here. Inuit myths and legends, that could be connected to language arts ideas and different language arts activity. The possibilities are endless here. So I'm going to go back to the guide that we were looking at here. And as we noticed, there are the different sections and different activities that go along with them. So keep your eyes peeled for this bold information or the bold text. We've got another activity here with a very cool website called nativeland.ca, where it's an interactive map. You can actually look at the different areas that Indigenous groups have lived currently and historically. So if we look at North America, Turtle Island there, so many colors and tons of different groups of people that are living in different areas there. So we've got Cree people in Manitoba, Michif, and other Michif and Métis folks here in Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Another very cool tool that you can use. So again, just remember that you can use this in any level that's going to suit your students' needs. It's broken up nicely into different sections that give you some background so that that can help you explain to your students and understand it better yourself. And then another activity to go along with it. Now, remember, it will tell you each time that you need a handout to go along with it, and you can always find that in that first site. So we see here talking about the fur trade, another grade 5 social studies outcome or area. And here we're talking about the fur trade primary source analysis worksheet. And then if we go back to our info here, there we go, fur trade primary source analysis worksheet. Let's have a look at it. There we go. So we've got the images that support the activity, and then the worksheet where your student can write down their ideas and understand the information and build on those concepts. So of course, you can look into this further yourself. Just wanted to make a short video about these details and how they can be useful for you. And remember, keep your eyes peeled for all those bold sections with the links to them where you can learn more, get further information, and check it out. We've got further reading, recommended resources, even more stuff here to learn about. You can go as shallow or as deep as you want. So I hope this was useful. I hope your students will enjoy it and that you'll enjoy it yourselves. I look forward to talking with you next time.